my experience is, if you don't identify with what's arising in your mind and body, then everything just flows through you. When you're not identified, whatever strong emotion comes, whatever comes up, would just pass much more quickly. That's just my experience. So for me, it's just, the more you're non-identified, the more it just flows through you, and you just remain as you are, basically. You still have attachments, so you know, as Elias was saying, there can be subtle attachments depending on what you've done, even your own spiritual practice. So for myself, I did a lot of devotional practice over a long time. So even after post 1000, I still was attracted to doing those type of practices because I was into getting into what they call Baba, which is like a devotional state, which is very appealing to me, which I enjoy. But I came to realize that just being in one's natural state, just being actually is superior to Baba, because Baba comes and goes. It's not a permanent state. It's not who you are. It's a state. And that's why they call it the natural state, because it's just there. You're just it.
It's always there,
You know, if I sit quietly, I don't focus my attention on anything. So I was always focusing my attention, either focusing or unfocused or whatever, listening to sounds, listening to my mantra, whatever. But in the natural state, I don't focus on anything. I just be still, and I'm just who I am. I'm in my natural state. And actually, it's better than practicing devotion to God or being in a Baba state or whatever. It's just who you are. It's difficult to describe it, but it just, for me, realizing the natural state, if you can call it a realization, occurred because of one thing which happened in my last RASA, and that was, I don't know whether you call it the destruction of the ego, but it was a direct perception that what I perceived as me, who I thought I was just a thought. And when that occurred, when that perception occurred, that direct seeing, then everything fell away. You know, I would wake up and I'd think, okay, I've lost the natural state, but there's no losing it after that, because there was what was obstructing, if you can use that word, what was obstructing me from seeing or perceiving or being the natural state was this idea of who I thought I was. And when there was a direct seeing that this was just a thought, there was no such thing as I, so to speak, then the natural state became my permanent state. It's not really, can't call it a permanent state, but that it's more letting go, dropping away, so to speak. So that for me, that's what brings about the final realization, Lock 1000, is the non-identification and seeing that what you think of as yourself is just a thought, is not real. That happened in July of last year during my last RASA. That's when I went to LOC 1000 with that realization. Before that, I was just constantly into states. I thought LOC 1000 enlightenment was a state. I was seeking a state. I've been seeking a state for 40 years, and I've been manipulating my mind to experience various states, you know, whether through devotion, whether through self-inquiry, whether through whatever. And just to comment on something, when I had my first RASA, I fell into the heart. That's the only way I can describe it. And I've been practicing a form of self-inquiry where you trace the I thought from the brain down to the heart on the right-hand side. And after I fell in the heart, I was in that state for a few days. And I tried to practice self-inquiry, and the realization was it's not needed anymore. I've gone beyond that. I don't need to practice self-inquiry. So I didn't feel, I talked to Ramaji about this, I didn't feel that self-inquiry was any benefit to me in terms of going to LOC 1000. My mind was saying, yeah, you need to do self-inquiry, but my experience was saying, I don't need to do anything. I just need to receive RASA. So when I used to meet with Ramaji, I'd say, he said, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk to me? And I said, I don't want to talk about anything. I just want to receive RASA. That's what brought me there. I didn't feel any talking, doing self-inquiry. For a while, I thought, okay, because I'd done mantra for a long time, I'm going to chant Ramaji's name. I thought that's going to help me bring me up to
right, okay.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just the RASA. That's my experience. You got to go with whatever works for you.